Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Busting Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are busting Operation Grim Sky. So this is a follow-up to the two previous episodes where we covered Maverick and Clash. If you've not seen those episodes already, go check them out. Anyway, on to the myths. So the first myth is not a myth, it's kind of a addition to the previous episode of Mythbusters for Clash. So I said in the previous episode, don't detonate claymores unless you really have to, because you do get the damage reduction from explosives that a shield provides, but for the most part you probably should try and keep your health up as much as possible. There is, however, one situation where you should detonate claymores, and here's an example of me telling Grief Drums on how to use it perfectly, and he went and did an amazing double kill with it.
I'm not done with you.
Oh, you gotta kill someone with that claymore.
Yeah, walk out.
What a call.
Yes. So there you go, guys. That is certainly not a myth, but it's definitely something you should know, because not everyone's going to think about the idea of detonating an enemy's claymore to actually kill the enemy. And certainly in a ranked game or something like that, if you manage to win a round doing this, it's freaking awesome. And this is what makes Clash amazingly good. Like, I didn't think a shield operator on defense would work so well. Like, it actually fits perfectly into the game. Anyway, on to the actual myths. New roof panel mechanics on normal panels. So you should already know that the new reinforced panels work differently from the old ones, where you need to have a certain amount of Hibana pellets on them to actually get destroyed fully. Now, I thought, wonder if they've changed the original panel. So I went and checked. So 2 pellets destroyed the panel. So I went and checked again, this time with a single pellet, because it'd be cool to still have that option to jump on a panel, put 1 Hibana on it, and then do a quick enter where you all just fall down immediately. And you can do it with a non-reinforced panel. So that is busted. The new mechanics are not on the non-reinforced panels. Now, if you don't already know, this is the new reinforced panel, and they actually had it where you need to have all 6 of the pellets on to actually destroy it. They ended up changing that to 4 because Hibana's pellets are known to be kind of inconsistent, but as you can see, it wouldn't have blown up the panel entirely. And this is how the new reinforced panel actually appears when it gets reinforced, and it looks really, really nice actually. It's a big improvement over the old one, and you can see the old one, the old non-reinforced just kind of drops away, which is kind of cool. FUZE can cluster charge the new reinforced hatches. So this was in the test server, and this is a good indication of why the test server is a good thing, because this never made it to the live servers. It was patched out, and it was quite hilarious. They brought in these brand new roof panels, and immediately we found out we could actually fuse them. So that was not good, but thankfully that has been fixed. But for a while it was confirmed, which I think is hilarious and shows us how good it is to have a test server so these things don't go live. Now we're revisiting a myth. This is GLAZ versus Castle, and just like the previous one, this is also a bug, but they actually let us know that this is a bug they're going to allow to stay in the game. So it's really weird. Like, this is a bug that shouldn't happen, but they decide, actually, you know what, that's a good idea, we're going to go with it. So as you can see, normally you'd be able to destroy a castle barricade with GLAZ's sniper rifle, but actually, as you see, it doesn't work anymore. You can put as many rounds as you want into that castle barricade, it's not going to go down. Now, I don't know if this is actually a nerf to GLAZ, because he can still see through the holes and shoot people through them. And of course, with the thermal scope, that makes it really easy, whereas defenders trying to shoot back the way, it's a lot harder because they're obviously smaller holes than you'd be used to. So it's definitely interesting. And so as you can see, you can put as many holes as you want in the castle barricade with GLAZ's sniper rifle, and it will not get destroyed, which is crazy. So that is now busted. GLAZ's sniper rifle does not destroy castle barricades. BLOWTORCH versus castle barricade. Now, a lot of people asked for this. So here's how easily Maverick just cuts right through castle barricades. It's incredibly quick and incredibly simple, and he destroys them relatively fast as well. So yeah, that's for the people that requested that, and holy crap. So yeah, that is confirmed, and definitely Maverick is a counter for castle. destroying anchor points on reinforced walls. So this was a suggestion, and a really good suggestion, because I showed that in Mira's windows with the blowtorch, you could take it out with just 4 little burns on the anchor points of the Mira windows. So this was actually a really good idea. Like, what happens if you take out all the anchor points on a reinforced wall? Now, I really did want this to work. Like, I was gonna be so excited if this worked. Like, I just burnt all these. I was like, just getting to the point of doing the last one. I was thinking, if this works, it would be amazing. It would be stupid, but it would be really cool, and it would have been a great idea, I think. But as you can see, take out all the anchor points, and unfortunately, the reinforced wall just remains. It would have been funny, I think, if it just like fell over really slowly or something. I even went in and I cut down the bottom just to see if anything happened at all. You know, we're disconnecting it from everything else. And yeah, unfortunately that's busted. I think it was a good idea, and I was kind of excited if it was going to work, but it did not. Enterable holes in castle barricades. Now this was a suggestion as well from the comments. So they were wondering, is it possible to put like a vault hole through or a crawl hole through? And Griefdrums also asked me, can you do a crawl hole as well? But the frame you cannot cut through. So that frame, that black frame, just doesn't work. You can't cut through it. But as you can see, you can't even put like a pretty small hole in. It just immediately destroys the castle, which is unfortunate. So you can't really do any kind of hole that you could like vault through or anything like that. But yeah, you can see, gone really quick. So that is busted. Ash's charge versus Clash's shield. So this was something I've seen a lot of people doing, and very much doing it the wrong way. So if you're going to try an Ash clash, you have to hit a surface like a wall or a floor in order for the Ash charge to actually detonate. If you hit a player model or a player shield, the charge will just fall down and do nothing. It won't even detonate. And that is how I've seen a lot of Ash players in the test server using their Ash charge. You do not hit directly. Even on an operator that doesn't have a shield, you're only going to do a little bit of damage if you hit direct, and you're not going to get that nice satisfying detonation. So you want to hit below her, like shoot the floor, or you want to hit a wall behind her. You do not want to hit her directly, otherwise you'll do absolutely no damage. So that is busted. Myth Revisit, headshotting a shield from the front. So during the test server, there was another bug that popped up, which is a real interesting one and took me back in time. And it was headshotting a shield from the front. You can see BLITZ's head is just poking up over his shield, and thankfully, because the head hitbox is actually the human body and not the entire character model, we couldn't headshot him from back there, but if we got close enough, we could. With Montang, it was actually worse. I was able to headshot him straight away. And relatively simple. Even if he was moving, I think we probably could hit him. But this reminds me of this old myth where it used to be that there was a pixel of the character model appearing, and you could headshot them like that, just really simply. But they went and they changed the shields, so they actually made BLITZ's shield taller. So they actually increased the size of the shield's model to make up for it. So it eventually got busted. And thankfully, because it's a test server, they did manage to fix this before it went live, so we don't have to worry about getting headshot from the front with a shield. FINKA's boost versus Clash's lightning. So this was a really good suggestion on the previous Clash video, which was what happens with the lightning and FINKA's boost ability. So we did one test here without FINKA's ability on. You can see how long it's taken to get up. Now we're going to do it with FINKA's ability on. Now one of the things was, does it actually remove FINKA's boost like a Legion Mine does? So as you can see here, we activate, we start running towards Clash, Clash activates, and as you can see, it's not removing FINKA's boost. But is she going any faster? Place your bets now, because we're going to test side by side and see which one gets there first, if any. And yeah, it is an interesting one, because it sounds like the right thing. It should probably counter it, right? That would make sense that it would counter it. So let's see side by side. Right hand side is no boost, left hand side is a boost. And as you can see, they look like they're going the same speed. You can see FINKA's boost stays on the entire time, and they both arrive at Clash at exactly the same time. So yeah, Clash seems to have no effect on FINKA whatsoever. So that is busted. FINKA's boost doesn't get removed, but also FINKA's boost doesn't help against Clash as well. So there we go guys, that is another episode of Busting Rainbow Six Siege, focusing on Operation Grim Sky. And you guys can let me know if there's any more myths you want me to test, and thank you very much for watching.